Somewhere between when our children are toddlers and 18 years old, parents get lost. We lose sight of the real goals of parenting. The purpose of parenting is not to have a kid that goes to college, and the purpose of parenting is not to grow an all-star athlete, and the purpose of parenting is not to raise an adult that will someday get married and have their own children. No, these are all aspirations that we have for our children, but this is not the purpose of parenting. Goals, like going to college or finding a spouse, are important. Still, the mistake that many parents make is making those goals too important. Let me explain. The purpose of parenting is to grow a self-sufficient adult, to teach another human to be kind, honest, help others, and be responsible. The purpose of parenting is to teach children how to take care of their bodies, their minds, their health. And the purpose of parenting is to encourage our kids to contribute to society positively. You may have your own parenting objectives, and parenting with purpose reflects those objectives. But notice that these are all personality qualities that we want our children to have. They are not tangible achievements. Those are goals. Goals are different. They are not our parenting objectives. Like the things mentioned before, so they're different. Goals are tangible. Goals have a beginning and an end. Goals are essential because often they're the vehicle in which we're trying to teach all these other lessons. Goals provide direction and a destination. For example, a car's purpose is to take you from one point to another. Goals are the same. Their purpose is to take you from one place to another with a certain tangible objective as the endpoint destination. The purpose of the car is not to teach you how to drive. Instead, the purpose of the car is to get you from your destination, and we hope that the journey to that destination teaches the person behind the wheel to be a good driver. That is what parenting goals do also. Goals provide a journey to learn. They are vehicles for learning. The common mistake that many parents make is forgetting the purpose of goals. We lose the meaning in the middle of the everyday muck and forget the big picture objectives. Let me give you an example. When my child was an infant, all I cared about was the goals and the milestones. Could my child sit alone by the time they were 9 months? Could my child walk independently by 18 months? Could my child use 2-word phrases by the time they were 24 months? See, everything was a milestone, and I knew my child was developing appropriately if they hit those markers. These milestones are not absolutes. They are ways to gauge development. And as children get older, there are more unspoken milestones. But now they come in personality development. How do I grow a child that values kindness and health and honesty, responsibility, and service to their community? What will be my vehicle to these life lessons? Well, to teach my children the value of health, I put my kids in sports. I want my children to learn how to cooperate with others toward a common goal and see the value of exercise along the way. These are good intentions, but I had to bite my tongue several times when my children wanted to quit a sport that they were just not interested in anymore. For me, I was like, what? I spent money on that sport and you are doing great. Why? You see, sometimes I got so focused on the activity and what I thought the activity was contributing to my child that I lost sight of the real intent of the activity. And in this case, I was trying to teach my child teamwork and the value of health. But the minute the sport did not serve my child for the lesson I was trying to teach was the same minute that activity needed to change. So forcing my child to continue past the end of the sports season just taught my child to resent the activity and taught them that my word was more important than that lesson. And that's not what I wanted. I needed to find another vehicle to teach the lesson if the sport wasn't doing that anymore. Tangible goals are essential because they give people something to work toward. It doesn't matter if the tangible goal is to make the sports team or get an A on the exam or receive the award. Tangible goals act as those milestones that we need to keep moving forward and progressing in the right direction. Tangible goals give us a gauge for our successes and failures. But remember, the concrete goals are not the goals of parenting. I know I will sound cliche here, but as parents, we really need to focus on the journey and not the destination. Let's take, for example, my oldest son. Again, I wanted to teach him the value of health and fitness, so I encouraged him to join a sports team at school. And he picked cross country. My son is not a runner, but my goal for him was to finish the season and learn the value of exercise. Unfortunately, the track season was rough. My son lost many of the meets, and on one race, he came in dead last. The poor kid crossed the finish line alone, embarrassed and feeling defeated. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but it was one of my most proudest moments as a mother. Why? Because my son finished. He never gave up. He did not let the embarrassment stray him away from the goal, which that day was just to cross the finish line. And maybe my son did not cross the finish line first, but I guarantee you, I acted like he did. I gave him a celebration as though he was the winner. And I could have gotten mad at the coach for setting him up for failure. I could have focused on the loss itself and pushed him to train more and be better. But both of those options didn't feel right. The goal of putting him in the sport was never for him to win or be the best. Let me tell you the opposite story now. I also have a daughter that is a great athlete, and no matter what she tries, she wins, and she is good at it. And at first, I was proud of my daughter's winnings because it felt like she was hitting all of the goals with ease, but I began to worry about it after a while. See, it dawned on me that my daughter didn't know how to lose. And losing is tough, and being gracious when you lose is even more difficult. So although my daughter was crossing the finish line first and winning the prize, she wasn't learning the bigger lessons that I needed her to from the sports. I have one child who gets the trophy and one child that comes in last. And although the trophy was rewarding, the trophy didn't teach my daughter much. And sometimes it's not about the end goal. It's more about the journey. The goal gives us drive and destination, but it is more important to look at the journey along the way. Understanding the role of goals and milestones in parenting is important. Goals are fuel. Goals give us direction. Having a goal for your child to be an honor student is not bad, but don't forget what the real objective is. And that's to value education, work ethic, and learning. Consider your goals for your child. Are they surface level? Are they tangible objectives? If so, what is the real objective behind those goals? What are the qualities you're trying to instill? Those personality qualities are the purpose of parenting. If this blog now resonated with you, please read on because I have an amazing opportunity for you. I will help you become a super mom in my new program called the Supermom Support Squad. Here we're going to dive deeper into questions like the purpose of parenting mentioned today. Best of all, the The Supermom Support Squad is all about making new friends and getting support from other parents. Moms need other moms who understand what they're going through. And I want to provide a safe space for everyone to ask questions. So join us on this fantastic opportunity. It's going to be 21 weeks of the best moms group you have ever been in. It's all virtual and it's all worth it. Parent coaching is an investment and I hope you consider it. To find out more information about it, please check out theimpactfulparent.com/support squad for more details. But hurry because registration is going to end soon and the group begins. So check out this opportunity today. You got this, parents. I'm just here to help.